Warning, this video is intended for a mature audience, and by mature I don't mean this video needs an age restriction. However, I do discuss serious topics in this series, and if you aren't mature enough to deal with having your beliefs questioned by others, then this video isn't for you. Nor for that matter is the internet, really. This show is about making room in your life to try and see things from another point of view, and if that isn't for you, then you should move along now. Also, on rare occasions this video may contain a cursing Irishman, spelling mistakes, complete word fail, poo brain, and gramble stumblings. Enjoy!
And hello YouTube, welcome to the first video in a new series I'm going to be doing for the Dragon Project by the name of Rants. Now, for those of you who don't know me or haven't been following my writing career up until now, you might not know that I'm subject to the occasional rant. What that means is I tend to go a snap sometimes when someone's just so obnoxious or just so wrong that I have to call them up with it. A lot of people would call this comment warring. I find it fun. I think it's good to get your anger out, especially at people who kind of need to learn. Yeah, I can't put it any better than that. Okay, so today's first episode is going to be on the subject of aggressive veganism. Now, I'd like to preface before I go on that I actually have no problem with veganism as a lifestyle. In fact, I have great respect for it. I feel that the rights of animals are important, and I feel that cruelty-free food is, like, it should be the driving force of the food industry and of mankind to take as much cruelty out of the process of our diet as possible. But aggressive veganism really pisses me off. Now, I know I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people with this video, and that's fair enough. Your rights are your own, and your views are, part of your rights. And, holding them to your core and living by them is your choice, and I respect that. But aggressive vegans don't give everyone else the same choice. They shove their morality down the throats of everyone else, and it really pisses me off when anybody does that for religious reasons or any lifestyle choices, or even just, how some people are born. When someone just can't accept something so basic as someone else's views in the world, it really gets to me, and I really lump in aggressive vegans with the same bigoted hate mongers that, like, oh, they piss me off. I won't go further into that. I'm going to get into why this rant is my first episode and why I'm talking about this. Basically, earlier on, I came across a page on a vegan page I like. So the thing is, I have quite a few vegan pages liked on Facebook because, as I said, I respect the lifestyle. I'm not myself vegan, but that's because it's not actually a choice that I have in my life for dietary reasons, and just in terms of my budget and how much money I make. I can't afford to live that lifestyle. It is expensive, it might not be everywhere in the world, but the current economic climate of Ireland is not great, and food is one of the more expensive things. The cost of living here is pretty damn expensive. Anyway, I saw a picture on a vegan page, and it said, I have it right here, cage-free, free-range, grass-fed, humane. Why keep looking for a right way to do the wrong thing? Because it's not a choice for a lot of people. The right way for some people isn't the right way for everyone. That's my answer, basically. I'm going to bring up a few pictures here of the kind of comment war that ensued. I'm going to read from it now. At one point in the comment wars, the owner of this page, or at least one of the admins, said that killing other animals when it's completely unnecessary is wrong. I agree with that, but I don't agree with the concept that it's completely unnecessary for everyone. Some people need to eat meat for health reasons. It's that simple. There are a lot of reasons why. You could research them. I'm not going to go into the reasons I personally have for not being able to eat meat. Like, I do have dietary constricts. I'm on a strict diet, and I go into that now. You can probably, if you've been reading ahead of the picture you see there, yeah, you might have already realised that. But I'm going to read out what I said to that comment. You say unnecessary. I say my doctor told me to keep eating meat for my health. I might actually legitimately have been hospitalized already, if not for the fact I'm on the current diet I am, which includes eating meat. I'm sorry to tell you that killing animals is necessary for a huge amount of the world's human population to survive. It might not be pretty, but it's the truth of the world that veganism, it just isn't a choice for a lot of people. And making the slaughtering of livestock more humane for the millions of people who don't actually have an alternative is pretty goddamn important. This picture, stated above, is a bit of an all or nothing approach concept. Why bother even being slightly humane if the animal isn't just going to, if the animal's just going to be killed anyway? Why bother making sure it's being held, it isn't being held in a cage too small for it to move for its entire life, because it's just going to have its life ended anyway? Fuck giving a decent quality of life before then, because that's not good enough. Sorry, but you have to crawl before you leap, and the whole world isn't going to be ready, completely ready to go completely vegan. So until that time, it is highly important mankind do everything it can to alleviate the suffering, to alleviate any suffering in any way, shape, or form that it finds. Which I know is what this page tries to do, but this post actually is a mockery of that fact. Now, I'm going to stop quoting myself there for a second. I touched on a few things that I'm going to come back on now. Yeah, it's necessary for some people. I've said it already. It is. I'm sorry, but that's the truth of the world. Whether it be because of health restrictions or just because they can't afford not to, or because some countries.
For example, any part of the developing world, such as huge amounts of Africa or South America or even Asia, Europe, even parts of America, just people are living situations and living lives that they just. Any food they get is the world to them. They're starving most days, and they can't afford to turn away meat. They can't live lives that support veganism, and it's just that simple. And I think before we start worrying about switching them to veganism, I think we should worry about getting them any food. And I realize that the amount of land that it takes to create, meat to feed a certain amount of people could make more grain than meat, and that we could give. I know veganism worldwide does help the effort towards world starvation, but it's not going to change overnight.
I'm going to go on to the next part. Someone said, Kieran, your doctor is an idiot and trying to give you bowel cancer. I see that in your future. Just wait. They see cancer in my future. That's a bit of a crazy thing to say. Someone, you're gonna get cancer. I can see it coming. What the fuck? Jesus. And then why bother giving you a chance of life? That's in reference to me. We should kill so many animals for you? Why does your life matter so much more than all the animals you eat? What exactly makes you so important? I'm not saying anything does. I'm not saying you have to kill any animals for me. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next thing I said. Actually, I have several severe health issues and dietary constraints, and the price of living is so high in Ireland that on my current living, I can't afford to become a vegan or a vegetarian safely whatsoever without my health suffering severely. My doctor is trying to save my life, and most likely has, due to a number of other pieces of good advice he has given me. He isn't trying to give me bowel cancer, end quote. And that kind of unsubstantiated claim based on no evidence when you obviously don't understand my personal life or the economic climate of the country I live in it really doesn't strengthen your argument so much as it weakens it. And I didn't say I was important, Cindy. That's the chick who said she shouldn't have to slaughter animals for me. Um, I said chick there. Sorry, that's a bit disrespectful. That's the lady who said that. But you know, I'm being disrespectful. She was disrespectful to me, or like she like had no respect for me. So, yeah, I didn't say I was important, Cindy, but I don't have exactly feel like giving up on life. So until I have a choice, I'm going to keep eating meat. And I'm not asking you to kill animals for me. I'm taking advantages of services already available for me and eating all I can afford to eat for my own health and to suit my own budget. I respect your choice to be vegan, but could you maybe respect that I don't have the same choices as you and stop trying to shove your own morals down my throat. In fact, to be quite honest, you don't even need to shove your morals down my throat. Have any of you actually seen me say anything that was anti-vegan? Because I'm completely pro-vegan and everything it supports. At this time in my life, I just don't happen to be able to live the lifestyle, and that doesn't mean I haven't in the past or don't intend to in the future. Possible that for a second you could believe what I'm saying and realize that veganism simply isn't an available choice to a lot of people in the world for a lot of reasons, and maybe treat me with some of the compassion and kindness you do any other human being, or for that animal, any other for an animal for that matter, because all of you have both done so far is say stuff like cancer is in my future and what makes me so damn important. I'm no more important than any other life on this planet. I'm sorry for stuttering over myself a bit at the end, but this actually means a lot to me. I'm not more important than anyone else on this planet. I don't claim to be. But I have to live with the fact that think other creatures have to die for me to live, and I think about that every day. It's not something I'm happy about. I don't cherish that fact. But your method of argument doesn't help the cause of veganism. In fact, it hampers it. Aggressive veganism pisses me off for one big reason, and that's that veganism means a lot to me. And these people turn others against the cause. It, if you're going to be so aggressive about your beliefs that you can't accept others' beliefs, they're never going to listen to what you have to say, and why should they? Because to be quite frank, you don't treat anyone else with the respect that you want them to treat an animal with. And all we are is animals. So if you can't treat human beings with the respect they deserve, I honestly don't believe you to be a true vegan, because all life is equally important and all life deserves respect. It's that simple. I really don't want to come across anti-vegan here, and I don't know how to drive in my point more that I'm not an anti-vegan. I'm an anti-aggressive vegan. And I think there's a big difference, and the reason I'm making this video is because I want people to realize the difference. I want people to realize that veganism isn't a bunch of assholes who shove their morals down their other people's throat with this fucking sense of self-righteousness that they all seem to have. And it's not that all vegans have, it's that it seems that way because stupid people are louder than everyone else. It's that the people who piss you off are more memorable in your day to day. The reason you don't remember 90% of the nice vegans you meet is because they don't make a big issue about the fact that they're a vegan, or at least if they do, they don't do it in a way that really aggressively pisses you off. I think the most important message I can drive through for this is that veganism is important, and that I think the food industry as a whole needs to really put more money into trying to convert the world to a vegan lifestyle. There's a lot of research I could do and pictures I could give you now, but there are things like an acre of land and how many cows you can fit in it and how much grain you could fit in it. It's just hundreds.
Hundreds times more.
And it's depressing that that's the case. But this isn't about research. This is about the message that aggressive veganisms don't represent the cause, and the cause itself is important. That's all I'm going to say for now. I'm getting a bit choked up. So, goodbye from hashtag Cjmaca, and goodbye from the Dragon Projects. This has been episode 1, or the pilot episode, I haven't decided, in Rants.
Hi again, YouTube. Just a little bit of a postscript on that last video. I forgot to mention during, if anyone else would like to see me rant about any other topics, just let me know. If I care about something strong enough, I probably will. If anyone disagrees with me, like I said before, your views are your own, and I respect them. Just, try to respect mine as much as I do yours. Try to treat me with the decency you'd treat any other living creature. It's all I'm asking. I don't mind harsh comments because this is a touchy subject, but just remember, I'm a human being and I care about what I'm talking about. And I've actually been quite succinct here. I feel I've put a lot of myself into this. I cut earlier and didn't do this after bit because I got very emotional. Um, so yeah, if you are gonna be one of the quote haters, or if you're just gonna be a dick in general, just at least try be intelligent about it. Have a good argument, because I'll argue back with you. I'm happy to, but I'm not gonna waste my time with someone like that last idiot whose entire idea was your doctor's an idiot and he's gonna give you cancer. I have a better argument than that, and I'll actually give you my time of day. So long again, YouTube. Thank you for watching this Cjmaca rant.